Hello and welcome to episode 31 of Willing Snackrifice. I'm Mike.
I'm Liz.
I'm
Sean.
And we have brother Shaun back with
Yeah.
us
And
for
you
another
didn't make it a
episode.
question this time.
Yeah.
You did go on Shaun.
I could be.
You could be.
Maybe.
You might not be.
Yeah, so we're back for another episode here, and we got some snack boxes ready to go for everybody. Yeah. Well, we got a lot coming up. I mean,
It's an exciting time.
Yeah, we have a lot of snacks that we've bought recently from H Mart. I think we mentioned those on the last episode. We have stuff. Shaun and I recently took a trip to Canada. We got stuff coming from that. And then we have a special episode. You know how we love our special episodes.
Yep.
We have an episode coming up where we're going to do all sorts of different pickled products.
We are going to have a pickle panel.
Yes. So there's dilly beans, pickled dilly beans.
Oh, so many. I think I counted at least 12 different types of pickles.
Pickles themselves. We have pickled eggs. It's good.
Don't give it all away.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy.
Leave them wanting more.
Don't bury the pickle leaf.
Right. It's going to be pretty crazy, if I do say so myself.
It's going to be a pickle panic.
Yeah, so you got a lot to look forward to as far as the Snackrifice goes.
Definitely looking forward to the pickles. Now, I know kind of we talked about it, looking forward to it, that we're like, wow, that many pickles might cause some gastrointestinal distress. But I think vinegar is actually quite good for the digestive system. So it might not. Remains to be seen.
We'll find out. We'll find out very soon. October 1st. Be ready to tune in on October 1st for our pickle panel.
Yay.
Yeah. So that's going to be very exciting.
And
today, though, we have a couple of snack boxes for you, as we mentioned. And we have one from the much maligned Securico.
It's not blind. We understand that the problem is with me and not with them. It's that my palate is not as open as I had hoped it would be. My mind is more open than my palate is, apparently.
I can understand that.
Because my brain really wants to experience and enjoy other cultures, and my taste buds are like...
Right. But before we get there, we actually have a couple of we're going to do two boxes. So we'll do a beverage and then a box and then another beverage and then another box.
And we're probably going to skip the tea within the Securico just because it's a hassle for me to go boil water. You know, we're not a high production vlog here.
Right. So what we have for you are not related to Japanese beverages at this point, right?
But they are a Snackrifice because we can't read the labels.
Yeah.
We only know what they are, kind of.
So the first one, I mean, I think you thought that it was another kvass, which we did a kvass previously, right?
I'm pretty sure it is a kvass.
Did I say kvass?
It's kvass.
Kvass.
It's not two syllables, it's one syllable.
Kvass.
Yes.
So we have this.
This thing.
It's in a can.
We went to a European/Asian grocery where they had a lot of Ukrainian, Russian items, and just picked out a few things that seemed interesting. Does it say where it's a product of? Because we did notice that even though they might be in Cyrillic and we can't read the labels, they might not have been produced there. Some of them are produced in Ontario, Canada.
Oh, this is distributed by Royal Sweet Bakery in Brooklyn, New York.
Distributed by, but where is it a product of?
I don't know.
May I?
Oh, it does say kvass right there.
So it is a kvass.
Yes.
You just I like the word kvass because it's a K and a V right next to each other.
Kvass?
Yes.
I don't know. You can try and see if you can find it.
Well, it's got a phone number.
Call it.
Call it.
But where I would assume it would say product of is in Cyrillic. So
yeah.
product of Russia. It's right here.
Oh, I must have missed it. All right. Well, let's crack it open.
Let's crack open the kvass.
And see how this compares.
Yes,
to
we
the
did
previous
have the previous kvass that was actually a product of Ontario, Canada. So it was a Canadian kvass. And Shaun was a little ambivalent about it.
Yeah.
Because it is a bready, yeasty, rye bread flavored carbonated beverage.
It's very reminiscent of beer.
Yeah.
It's not beer. I think it's what we called it is not beer.
Yeah. But it's reminiscent, like flavor wise and taste wise. It kind of reminds you of beer.
Apparently, there's a lot of health benefits to it. I mean, depending on who you ask.
And digestive, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Still smells like bread. What do they say in Russia and Ukraine? Is cheers? Is it Prost?
Prost. We can go with that.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah.
It smells like bread. Does it taste like bread? Sweeter than the other one.
Lighter.
Yeah, I felt lighter, like less with the flavors,
too.
like a little tamer as far as like the flavor.
This is actually nice.
It's not too bad. It really isn't.
No, it's really good. It's like ginger ale and bread and a baby. Let me purify. Let me liquefy it.
I could get behind that. I think, yeah. It definitely still like the gassiness though. Like I already burped it.
Well, the other one, the first one we had was very carbonated. Like it almost hurt to go down. Like you felt the bubbles bursting in your esophagus.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I like this one much better. It is less, I don't know, sharp. I don't know. It's sweeter.
Yeah. It's a little smoother.
Yeah, I think I like this one better than the other.
I know Russia is kind of a hot button, but the people in Russia who make this kvass like your product. It's good.
Yeah.
I would drink it. Like, I would buy it and to drink it. It's good. I'm impressed.
A good way to a good way to kick off the episode, I would say.
Yeah, it's pleasant.
Do you want more?
No, right now.
Are we doing the like the lava lamp one looking one over there?
We're gonna do that after the Sakura
okay.
box. That's gonna be our reward for getting through the Sakura box.
This is our second to last.
We did
Sakura
cancel our subscription.
We did, but I think we already told the viewers that.
Salmon.
Can you do me a favor?
Mm.
I know this is like bad production. Could you go turn on that light? Or the pull chain?
This one or
That one.
over there?
Natural light is all well and good, but
All right, so tea time in Yokohama is
gee.
the theme.
I said, oh gee, and we're skipping the tea.
Oh, are you going to? You're going to take the book
Tea
from me?
time.
We do have a lovely looking artwork. And it says, greetings from the greetings, Sakurako family. And I love the artwork. The artwork's pretty. What do you think, Shaun?
All of the postcards that come with the artwork is pretty. And the book, like I said, this is not a slam on Sakurako. Their product, their
presentation and everything is great.
Yeah, it is. You know, their pictures, everything they put in this book is really interesting. You know, And they kind of like, one of the things that's in here that I just started reading is Yoshuku and Yokohama. When you think of Japanese food, what comes to mind? Perhaps you're thinking sushi, tempura, or mochi. What doesn't usually come to mind is spaghetti. Japan has a long history of taking recipes rooting in other cultures and adapting them to Japanese taste buds, many of which started in Yokohama due to the heavy foreign influence. These dishes are known as yokushu, literally Western food. So I think what we might be seeing is Japanese takes on things that have basically come from other places. So, want to just jump into it?
Yeah, let's get into the Yokohama tea time in Yokohama box.
Yep, and that is, the picture on. It's a very pretty picture. It's a lovely place. So again, if we have learned anything, an arare is a cracker, usually a dry, crunchy thing. And this is a tamari arare. Tamari are colorful, embroidered balls, usually made from kimono fabric. What started as a toy is now a respected craft. And this Yokohama-made salad flavor arare uses the resemblance for its packaging. So these are essentially like croutons.
Salad flavor.
Yep, salad flavor. What is salad flavor? Is lettuce flavor? Like in our world, is it cucumber? Or is it? I'm pretty sure it's like just like a crouton. Here's a picture of them. There's my struggles.
Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties with the package.
You're gonna need a spoon. I didn't get a spoon. Not for these, but for something coming up.
Okay. So, I mean, they kind of have a bit of a feel of like almost like a cheese puff ball. They definitely don't eat like that, though.
Nope, it's a crouton.
They're much crunchier.
They would be good in a salad.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I don't think I'd eat them out of a bag like that, though.
No.
They're not bad. Not like, oh, ew. But, like, I generally wouldn't go in the pantry and grab the bag of croutons and eat them, I'm sure there are people who would.
Maybe in a pinch.
You've done that? You've gone to the pantry and gone, crouton.
Yeah. I've seen the crouton bag and I've been like, garlic,
Was there no other snacks? No.
Yeah.
Like, did you pick them over existing snacks, or were they just you wanted something salty and they were the last thing?
I don't often keep a lot of snacks in my house, so like salty snacks. So like sometimes if I have that craving and I happen to have croutons,
It's
I
the
guess
last
it scratches that itch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. I mean, just like sort of like
it's a crouton.
Yeah, salty and kind of.
There's no fish, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
There's no fish and there's no matcha, so
matcha.
We have to do that every time. I'm actually looking forward to the time when we are not doing this Kirko box and we can't anymore. So I'm going to send our.
Oh wait, and then we'll get like a Japanese universal yums,
and then he can revisit it. I'm going to send our friend Shaun here to go get some spoons.
Right now?
Yep. I got him running today. He's doing lights. He's doing props.
How many spoons?
3.
Oh. That's heavy.
While Shaun is getting some spoons, I'm going to tell you what he's getting the spoons for. It's afternoon snack time, Kyoho grape jelly. And obviously we know that in the world of, you got 3? In the world of other places than the United States, jelly is Jell-O. So this is a wrapped in traditional Japanese packaging. This refreshing jelly is packed full of sweet Kyoho grape flavor. Perfect when chilled on a hot summer day. Well, it is no longer summer. Well, it is statistically, but here it's not really. And it's not chilled. And it's not a hot summer day, but it is grape. So I do like grape things.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to a grape thing. I'm looking forward to snacks that are not fish and crab and shrimp themed. It's pink.
And there's grapes in there.
Ooh.
Fish and
Now,
grape.
do we watch where Mike scoops up both grapes and eats them both
Yeah, I
before
know.
he passes it along?
That's where you look longingly on. Like, as he takes
What did he do
both
that with?
pieces of
Peach
fruit.
or mango or something?
I think
He like scooped it out
peach, I want to say.
and,
yeah.
and we're like, we just ate the only piece of fruit in the
I
whole
Wasn't it
thing.
mandarin or wasn't mandarin?
No, because it was something I could have, but
Oh, right.
I didn't
that's true.
realize.
it was the
To
only
my
piece of fruit.
yes. In my defense, so
Are there 3 grapes or 2?
there's just 2. So with that in mind,
He's going to generously give Shaun and I the grapes.
yeah, since you didn't get the fruit last time.
Just lift it up to your mouth, the whole thing.
I felt like I took too much. So I mean, it's literally grape colored. It's
What is grape colored?
purple. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Real grape. Like the grapes they make wine out of.
Yeah,
Not like fake grape.
fruit.
Frape. Pretty tasty.
Yeah.
If that was in my lunch, I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
It was like
With your
dessert.
school lunch.
Yeah. Spoonful here. Finish it. You can do it like a shooter. Yum yum. See, this is basically the revenge of Sakura. They knew we canceled, so they gave us good things. And they see, all you had to do was stick it out, and we still would have started
So
giving you.
one of the
tasty
things I did like over a run with Sakura Co. are the little gifts that they put in the boxes. I always think those are kind of nice and neat. I think we used one as a cat dish.
He has the swankiest cat bowl on planet.
You might have another one.
Another one?
Fancy.
It is.
Yeah. Is it like porcelain or?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
It's very pretty.
Hmm.
It's a little small to be a cat bowl.
It's for a snack. For,
for snacks.
yeah, for
Did you put a snacks in there?
Yeah.
They usually tell us what it is.
I bet you put like sauce in it.
I'm sure it's
Yeah.
for like dipping and soy sauce and stuff like that. I'm looking for the
There it is.
there it is. It is a Sakura side plate. Cherry blossoms dance in the warm spring breeze on this little side plate. Perfect to add some color to your afternoon tea. So you could even if you have tea, you could put your tea bag in it. Whatever you want. They're usually really cute. They're really pretty. But I think we are back into the land of the crouton. We have an olive arare.
Oh, Mike's gonna love this.
Blending east and west, this crunchy arare combines glutinous Japanese rice with extra virgin olive oil and basil, or basil if you're British. Perfect for a light afternoon snack with tea. Or, you throw it in a salad. Because that's what most of
These
these.
ones?
Yeah. Is there just the one?
There's 2.
Well, Shaun can have one, and then you and I can share.
All right.
That's contains wheat, soy, chicken, and pork. So I'm confused of where they are putting the chicken and the
Smells
pork.
good.
Meat crouton.
Does smell good. But it's a crouton.
That's really good. As far as croutons go, that's a tasty crouton.
So yeah, good, but I would still not probably eat it on its own outside of a salad. Next is peanut macarons. Not to be mistaken for the colorful French macaron. These macarons are a unique Japanese pastry based on Italian amaretti cookies. Instead of almonds, peanuts are the main ingredient, giving these cookies a rich taste. So these are a peanut cookie.
Okay. Give me just a moment, please.
He's stacking all of the goodies. Big bag.
Oh, big bag.
I'm gonna cheat and see if we have any more croutons.
I don't believe we do.
No, I think we kind of moved into the land of sweets and tea.
There you go.
Do they smell good? They smell peanutty. I grabbed two. They're good. They're sweet. This is probably one of the sugariest things I've had out of a Spherical box.
Yeah.
Most of the time, the sugar is really understated, but those are very, very sweet. Almost too sweet. No. Almost too sweet for like peanut butter cookies. Well,
Yeah.
Mac did the same thing.
I could see that.
I'm not hating them.
No,
No, they're not bad.
no, they're pretty good.
What kind of damning with hate praise?
No, they're pretty good. They're
Yeah.
Are they the best peanut butter cookie I've ever had?
No.
they're a little harder than like you expect for a peanut butter cookie, but
Like, top of the line is like homemade peanut butter cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like the grandma's prepackaged peanut butter cookies are probably the next step down. And then like Nutter butter cookies, like the sandwich cookies, are the next step down.
the flavor's on point though. That's
And
what I
then
gotta
these.
say. Like,
These would probably be below that. Because they're even sweeter than store-bought ones.
yeah,
American store-bought ones.
I like them.
Yeah.
I'll eat the rest of them.
You do that. They're a little too sweet for me. Wrestling. Next up is Bikuri Dorayaki. It is Bikuri translates to surprise, which is what this dorayaki aims for. Sweet red bean paste is mixed with a salty margarine for a hearty snack.
Oh boy.
Big enough to share, we recommend it with a hot cup of tea.
Everything's like with a cup of tea.
Well, isn't that the theme of like this
Yeah.
thing? Is
Tea
They
time.
always
tea
say,
time?
let's have it.
Oh,
time.
like on every
Yes, every single one of them. They do.
really like their tea.
And what's
People
crazy
like
is
tea.
when we get to it, it's like I haven't made a lot of the teas because they are green tea. They're usually very, very, very light teas, and I'm not a huge fan.
So it basically looks like two pancakes,
That somebody sat
like
on.
that somebody sat on and sandwiched together, and that there's like something stuck between them, like basically a pancake sandwich is what I'm getting at.
What's it smell like? Does it smell like a pancake?
I mean,
A little bit.
so there's Shaun's.
Wow. Entire half of the sat on pancake.
I just am like, why they had to define it as salty margarine, not butter. Margarine.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of red bean paste. I don't like the texture. Because it's a paste.
Mm. I mean,
And
It's
yes,
a lot lighter, like, than I was expecting.
like the pancake, the cake portion is
Tasty.
like, tasty and like moist and
and I know that one could argue that peanut butter is a bean paste. Because peanuts are a bean, they're not a nut. And when we make peanut butter, it turns it into a paste, but
so it's peanut butter.
it's peanut butter.
Um,
Would I like this better if they called it red bean butter? It was a distinct possibility. But when I eat something that is called paste, it might harken back to being yelled at as a child to not eat the paste.
eating paste.
Tell me you never even tasted it.
Paste?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever did.
It smelled like wintergreen. Didn't taste like it. Never
I
even
don't
once.
recall it
Not even
smelling
once.
like- no.
Ours was always smelled like mint or something. It had a nice smell.
Yeah, I don't recall it smelling like wintergreen. I just was like, okay, I'm not gonna eat that.
Did you ever try the paste?
I don't know if I did. I don't remember.
Not even as a dare. Apparently, I am the only one that tasted the paste.
All right, that's it. Next willing sacrifice, we're eating paste.
I don't think they make it the same way anymore. I think they actually make it to smell gross so kids don't eat it.
Mm.
If I could find the paste from like kindergarten art class from 1979 or 80 or whatever year it was, I bet it would trigger a nostalgia scent in my head of what it smelled like. I would be able to remember it.
Things from the past that tasted good that maybe we shouldn't be eating
Oh,
or
God.
eating a lot of. Like
That would
it'll
be a
be
long list of things.
paste and like Dimetab cough medicine.
Triaminic.
Great Dimetab. Oh, great
Luden's
Dimetab
cough
was
drops
so
that
good.
do nothing except taste like cherry.
Yeah, they really did nothing. It was just like cherry candy.
No, we're gonna get going. You seem impatient.
No, you guys are riffing on it.
Was
It's
there
funny.
anything else?
I was I'm trying to think of something like, you guys kind of hit the nail on the head with a lot of those. But one that I always felt like, I mean, it did, I felt like it did have some, like helps with like stomach issues was Coke syrup.
Oh,
Right. When they used to be able to buy the
syrup.
Coke syrup, when you
Yeah.
had an upset stomach.
I remember telling somebody, and they're younger. I remember telling some guys about like Coke syrup, and they're like, "Wait, like the syrup that?" And I'm like, "Yep." And you get it, pick it up at like the pharmacy section, and
Right?
like, it would help with a sour stomach.
And it used to be made with sugar. It wasn't like the corn syrup base
Mhm.
that they use in Coke now. It was like Coke Classic or whatever, the
Yeah.
original Coke.
Oh, so good.
It was tasty. It was
Yeah.
basically concentrated pop without the pop part, the bubbles.
But it helped your stomach.
It
like
did
if
help
you
your
had stomach
tummy.
ache or whatever.
So tasty.
High C in the can. Remember the big cans
Yeah.
Yes.
of High C and Juicy Juice
Yeah, and you open it
with
and
a
like
can
the,
thing,
Yeah.
and do one side to get the air and one
Yep,
side do
one
the thing,
side, Yep.
and it always tasted like fruit and metal.
Fruit and metal.
Yep, it tasted like the can.
Yeah.
But my grandmother would always buy them because it always said a good source of vitamin C. I'm like, also sugar.
Sugar water. Yeah.
People were being so lied to. Anyway. Let's have a cream wafer.
Okay.
It's a Kamakura cream wafer. The city of Kamakura, just south of Yokohama, once served as Japan's capital. It is famous for its Buddhist temples lined with blooming hydrangea flowers in the summer, which served as the inspiration for this sweet cream-filled wafer. I think it's like literally like a wafer cookie, like a Wortman wafer cookie.
I don't know about that.
No?
Yeah.
This looks a little bit different.
Kvass is still happening over here.
It's a little bit different, like as far as the visual of it
It
goes.
looks like construction material.
Yeah.
Like I want to build a house out of it. A
That
very
was like
small
tough
house.
to break.
See, I mean, good building material.
Oh. Strong.
This level of sweetness is more what I'm expecting from Japanese cookies. This is actually pretty good. It's kind of bland, but pretty good.
It'd go well with a cup of tea.
Or some kvass,
Huh.
which I'm going to have it with. That's a good combination.
That one was pleasant.
Yeah, not bad.
Can I have some?
It's empty.
The next item is called Seagull Almond. Seagulls are a popular symbol of Yokohama's famous harbor. For this popular souvenir, crispy whole almonds are covered with a sweet milk coating. Yokohama, that's not where the tidal wave took out the nuclear plant, is it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
There's two in there, so
Is there only two?
no. There's another package.
Okay. There's a seagull almond that looks like seagull poop.
Oh, good. Make it appetizing.
The almond is good. The outside stuff was weird. It was like a sugary smush on the outside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give me the almond. Skip the milk smush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Next.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was all right.
The next item is the Roman sketch biscuit. 19 different designs of famous Yokohama landmarks are printed on 2 crispy biscuits that sandwich a mildly sweet vanilla cream. A popular souvenir evoking a Yokohama atmosphere. What is our decoration?
I did it upside down.
A temple?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. There's something else on the back too.
It's like a glass of beverage.
cup of tea.
Yeah. Maybe a glass of wine.
Yeah, something like with a straw, it looks like. Yeah.
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 It's a ship. What's on the back? Coliseum. Or a sports stadium.
Yeah, sports stadium, because look, it's like a baseball.
Or, yeah.
Neat.
How is it, Shaun?
I like it.
Smells good. There's some.
I like it more than the wafer one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the vanilla flavor out.
Mm-hmm.
That one was good.
That's pretty good.
I have to opt out of this one. So this will be something judged on by just Mike and Shaun. It is the Yokohama orange cake. Rich orange peel flavor meets moist dough in this classic Yokohama style orange cake. Not too sweet. It perfectly complements a cup of tea. Or even coffee. So while you have some orange, which makes me break out in hives, I will have some coffee.
There you go. Yeah, but that last one, nice, like hint, like vanilla, a little more sweet, like kind of. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was like a Nilla wafer.
So we got a nice
Yeah.
little slice of bread.
Oh, it smells good.
Oh, it does.
I could smell it from here. I can see the orange rind in it. Let me sniff.
Oh, that does smell good.
Yeah, so I don't know if the camera will pick that up or not, but you can see little chunks of orange rind in that.
And this would make me break out in hives and possibly have my throat close a little bit.
It's moist.
Mm-hmm.
It's light.
It's orangey.
Very orangey.
Very
It's good.
nice. Mm.
That was really good.
Of course it is. It's like Shaun probably gets when we have strawberry stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, oh.
We're like, oh, that was delicious.
That was the best
strawberry
thing in
was
any
the
box
best
we've
one
ever
ever
had.
That may be the best Sakuraco snack we've had. I'm just kidding.
No, it's okay, honestly. The next one is the Yokohama Chocolate Crunchy.
Oh.
Sweet milk and white chocolate are mixed with savory puffs to create a perfect balance with a crispy texture. It says sweet milk and white chocolate, but it's brown. So I don't know if it's. It looks like a piece of poop.
Yeah. A delicious piece of poop.
Your camera's very blurry.
Focus.
No, it's not. It's blurry. Maybe it's me.
I think it looks fine.
I think you've had too much kvass.
I might have. I might have kvass blind.
It smells like chocolate.
At least it doesn't smell like poop.
That's good.
Tastes like Cocoa Pebbles.
I was just gonna say it smells like Cocoa Krispies or Cocoa Pebbles or something. You know,
It's good. That's
Like that
that's
kind of
weird.
chocolate.
Japan actually doing like chocolate and doing it fairly well.
Yeah, it's not chocolate though. It's cocoa.
Right.
It's not like,
Well, like a
Chocolate,
chocolate kind of
yeah.
like, yeah,
but it has a very cocoa.
yeah. They
Or-
usually have trouble with it, though. It
Mhm.
seems.
Well, let's see if they can do it twice.
Mm.
You like it, Shaun?
I would definitely say Cocoa Krispies.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a difference between Cocoa Krispies and
And
Cocoa
Cocoa
Pebbles. Yeah.
Cocoa Pebbles are crunchier. They're harder.
Do they even still sell Cocoa Krispies?
I'm sure they do. That you can make like chocolate Rice Krispie treats.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is chocolate bread. This fluffy and moist chocolate bread is packed with rich chocolate flavor and perfect to share over a Yokohama-style breakfast cup of tea.
Mm.
I really want us to have tea at this one, but it's not going to happen. That is a big bun.
Oh, big bun.
Is it one bun or two?
One.
And moisture packet.
Mm.
It is a big bun. All right, bread, chocolate bread.
Big bun. That's a big bun.
It looks like
kind of
French stripe.
striped all the way through.
That is good.
It'd be better with a cup of tea.
Or coffee. It'd be good for breakfast.
Yeah. Or a cup of hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm. I would eat that.
Well, you just did.
I mean, I would eat it again. It's not very chocolatey.
No.
It's a sweet bread with hints of chocolate.
Yep.
The chocolate crunchy was better, but both were good.
Yeah. In terms of like cocoa flavor, the crunchy was definitely better.
I'm gonna have a sip of water here to clear my palate.
Yeah, very subtle hint of chocolate on this. Very.
Our next item requires spoons. You still have your spoon?
Yep.
As we have another jello. Yokohama Hamanashi pear jelly. Made with luxurious Hamanashi pears grown in Yokohama, this refreshing jelly is a true rarity. Yokohama nashi pears are usually sold directly by the gardens and orchards they are grown in and don't make it onto the market. Enjoy a Sakurako exclusive Yokohama specialty. And this one's in a bag.
It is.
It's a bag of Jello. I can talk about the tea that we're not going to have. It is the fragrant hoji cha. This hoji cha is roasted at a lower temperature and for longer time than usual to preserve the green tea's original flavor. Its fragrant aroma and slightly sweet taste goes well with both Japanese and Western style sweets. To bring out the full flavor of the tea, brew the tea in boiled water to 100 degrees Celsius. However, if you prefer a milder flavor, try enjoying it with water heated to roughly 80 degrees. So we're not having that tea, but it is just a basic green tea.
And that tea pairs well with another cup of tea.
How is the pear jelly, dear?
It's okay. I didn't get a lot of flavor out of it, to be honest.
I'm afraid.
And you don't like pears, right?
No, I like pears.
Or is it peaches?
I don't really care for peaches much.
Oh, I mean,
It does taste like pears, but it's a very light flavor.
Are pears those fruits that they sell like at those department stores that are really expensive there?
No, those are melons.
Oh, melons. That's it. I was trying to remember what it was.
But Asian pears are very good. And then like, we have Bosque pears and Bartlett pears. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. I like the grape one better. It was more grapey, more flavorful, other than just slightly sweet. But this tastes like the pear juice you would get in a can of pears turned into jelly.
Yeah. Interesting. In a bag.
Yeah, it looked kind of like a medical product. Like you'd hang it from an IV hook.
Yeah.
I need 50 cc's of pear jelly stat. I don't know what's the opposite of a diabetic that you would hang that on their IV hook. It'd probably be better cold, but
Yeah.
not much. It's not awful. It's not bad. It's not, I'm going to spit it out. Doesn't taste like fish. Doesn't taste like shrimp. Doesn't taste like crab. So yay. And it does have pieces of pears in it, which you get from that little gritty texture.
Right.
But again, the grape one was better.
But I believe that's it,
I think
actually,
that's
for
it
the Sakura box.
Sakura box. Dun, dun, dun. So, favorite thing from the Sakura box, Shaun?
I like the Cocoa Crispy.
And you, Mike?
Was
it one of the Arares, the jelly, the cream wafer, the peanut cookies?
Yeah, that sandwich cookie too. That one you're looking at on
The-
that.
Yeah,
the
Roman
drawing on
sketch
it was also
biscuit?
really
yeah,
good
the ones
too.
with the artwork on it, those were really good. I know you're gonna kill me, but the orange cake was actually pretty good.
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
And
that was
the
really
chocolate
good.
crunchy was good too. This box was actually one of the better ones we've had from
Yeah.
Sakura.
I will say, like, of the ones that you've had me over to try, I mean, right there, a few items: the orange cake, the chocolate crispy, and the that sandwich cookie with the designs on them. Were all pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked the grape jelly. Like I said, if that was packed in my lunch as a kid or now, I would be happy to have that as a snack. Also, I liked the vanilla cookie. I obviously couldn't experience the orange cake, but it smelled lovely. The chocolate crunchy, also really good. And the chocolate bread, I think, was my favorite, just because I could see eating that with a cup of coffee for breakfast.
Sure.
Not the healthiest breakfast, but
Right.
a pleasant breakfast. Least favorite item.
I mean, probably
The first Arare, just because it was so basic.
yeah, the first thing. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just sort of like, and the almond was a little. I mean,
the almond was kind
fine.
of underwhelming too to me.
I didn't mind also the pancake thing with the red bean paste. I don't mind that type of texture.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was decent too.
I would probably go with the almond being my least favorite.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because I like the almond part, but then they put that like foamy, weird, sugary thing around it, which wasn't good.
Yeah.
But that being said, we are done with Sakura. At least
For this episode.
We have one more box, and then we are really done with Sakura.
All right. So, did we want to wash out our glasses or just?
We all have water.
Yeah,
We can
that's true.
rinse it out with our water, and
Because we do have another beverage. This one's very curious to me.
I'm excited because going along with the concept of pears, I believe it is pear lemonade.
I believe you're correct.
Again,
Lava lamp looking bottle.
and it's made in Georgia, not the state, but the country. I don't want to drip on the computer. And it does say pear in one part and lemonade in another. It's 100% natural flavor. And it's a twist top, but my hand is wet, so you can go ahead and do that. Maybe.
My hands are dry.
I don't know how you open this. Like,
I think it's just a twist top.
Oh, there you go.
it's got like a little bit of a. Kind of just pry that off.
Your glass?
Yep.
There's definitely some carbonation.
No Shaun's.
Ooh, big pear odor.
Odor.
It's
Big waft of pear.
it's like
Big
a.
waft of pear.
It's
Oh, yeah.
definitely amber in color.
So it's not a lemonade-y color.
No. Yeah, you get a lot of pear
Oh,
on the nose, if you will.
that is very flavorful.
Yeah.
That is-
Sweet. But
That's very pear forward. Almost
Yeah.
like it reminds me of like when you would buy a can of pears
yeah.
and the water that was in the can of pears.
I'm going to make a negative comment about this.
What's that?
It tastes really good to drink. But when you burp, it tastes like bathroom cleaner.
Oh. I don't know that I don't know how many servings that bottle is. I don't know if I would want like an entire bottle of this. Like this is
Enough.
yeah, like it is
Like I could almost mix it with water.
yeah, almost like cut it. Like cuz it's sweet and like you're right, like about like it tasting like what you get like the fruit cocktail, like the cans of the Dalmani like pears that
Yeah.
like you have like the syrup and and whatnot.
Mhm.
It tastes reminiscent of that, and like yeah, I enjoyed the little can that you would have in your lunch for school, but that was just a little can of it, and it was the right amount of the juice. This like that entire bottle would be too much, I think, for me.
It's really good if you mix it with water. I think it tastes better. I mix mine with water. I liked it better with water. I poured some of my water in it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I
Again,
added back some more of it just to because I had lost a lot of the pear flavor when you put water in there. Overall, not bad though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this.
yeah, it wasn't offensive. It wasn't like, oh my god, gross, ew, ew, ew. But
spit it out or
it
anything.
was very sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so Universal Yums.
Yay!
One of our favorite snack mystery box. Give you like the little logo. We're not sponsored by Universal Yums or anything like that. Ooh, excuse me. We do love their product though. Every month we get a treasure trove of snacks that are just delicious.
Excuse me.
Need I remind you of how much we adored that India box? Those samosas.
Oh, it was so good.
So delicious. So this month, we don't necessarily have a country. We have a continent.
Whole continent.
We have South America.
All right.
And we have our little map. And then on the back, our favorite thing, the little scorecard. So I will keep score over here.
Keep score.
Yeah,
It's cool that they actually do a playlist.
Oh.
I think you should scan it and see what it says.
Hmm.
It says hola and hola. Before you dive right into snacking, we've got some sweet tips to help spice up your Universal Yums adventure. Grab a pen for our scorecard. Turn up the tunes.
Oh,
You gotta turn on your.
The camera's what's going on with my camera out there?
We also, while they're doing that, we also have the lovely sticker.
So this is a turn up the tunes, hit up this month's playlist. I wonder if there's been other playlists and we just haven't.
I don't know. I think, Shaun, over.
Oh, there apparently is.
Hmm.
India, Thailand, Israel, the UK has Elton John, Russia, France.
We should have had like the music on in the background this whole
Poland.
time.
There might be copyrights.
Copyright Scandinavia, Indonesia, Czech Republic, Taiwan, Greece. Next,
Was South America like the first one?
South Korea, Turkey. No.
Netherlands, Italy, holidays,
Holiday.
Russia again.
Russia, Colombia, Egypt, Philippines.
I would think that the most recent one being South America,
So France, Poland.
Would be the most
Would be the most
at the top
recent.
of the list.
top of the
Okay,
list.
I'm pretty positive I did not.
Go back to the first one.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I didn't skip over it. That's the page, the second page.
No, India is the first one, and then
Maybe they just haven't put it up there yet.
Thailand, Israel, United Kingdom. Yeah,
Yeah.
weird.
That's kind of neat.
It is neat. So, as Mike said, that it's probably won't be playing it when we do these because of potential copyright infringement rules. But
Shows that we should probably look at the paperwork.
we should look at the paperwork. They go to the effort to make a freaking playlist. I know Shaun is interested in the UK one because it popped with Elton John, who he saw last night.
Yeah.
How was your show?
Oh, he was great. Yeah. Awesome. So good.
So let's get into the snacks.
All right.
Oh.
That was just my phone.
Or do you want to start with a trivia question?
You can do trivia.
All right. An indigenous tribe in Guyana built blank to help stop illegal logging. Traps, drones, scarecrows, or warning signs?
Scarecrows.
Drones.
Yeah, I was going to say scarecrows, but drones. Huh?
And they didn't even have a secret high-tech lab to help them. Members of the Wapichan tribe learned to make drones by watching DIY videos on YouTube. The goal was to send the drone into hard-to-reach places in the Amazon rainforest in order to gather evidence to use against the illegal loggers. The tribe has continued to fight for environmental protections and has since been awarded the Equator Prize by the United Nations. Talk about taking environmental preservation to new heights. So let's get started with some snacks. The first one is the lemon plantain chips.
Oh.
Lemony green bananas fried to perfection. Welcome to South America. First up, Ecuador. And what better way to kick off our adventure than with Ecuador's most popular snack? We're talking chifles. Green plantains cut thin and fried up into chips. Crunchy, salty, and in this case, lemony. These tasty snacks are found all across the country as well as throughout the rest of the continent. Ecuadorians are particularly fond of these green bananas, growing 28% of the global supply. Plantains are so popular that they're eaten around the clock as a breakfast side dish and a dinnertime dumpling. and even as these addictively delicious chips. Yum. Now we've had plantains
I've had
before,
plantain chips before.
but I don't know
yeah.
if I've ever had lemon ones. What do we think?
Odor wise, I couldn't pick up anything, but then like right away when you put them on your tongue, like it, like
It's not sweet lemon. It's like sour lemon.
yeah,
They have like a seasoning like dust or something on
yeah.
there.
The first one, I was like, oh, I don't know, but like they're Moorish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like these just without, like, the flavor of the plantain is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like them without the lemon flavor.
I don't mind the lemon flavor.
I
Yes,
don't
I
mind it. I would like them more without the lemon.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Shaun, what would you give those for a ranking out of 5?
Out of 5?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he's like, hurry up and rate them.
I'm gonna give those maybe like I'll give them a 4.
I'm right in line with you, Shaun. I was going to say a 3.75.
I would say 4. Duffy would also say 4. This is our mascot, Duffy. Our next one are chili pepper flavored bites. Airy, crunchy snacks with a Brazilian bite. It's no secret Brazilians like it hot. Just look at the country's favorite pepper, the malagueta. It has a Scoville rating of 100,000, 40 times spicier than a jalapeno. We wanted to give you a taste of Brazil's fiery cuisine, but after fighting back heat-induced tears, we thought maybe we should try something a little less intense. That's when we discovered these chili pepper bites that give you a real taste of Brazil without sending you racing for the kitchen faucet. The only place you'll be racing is to the bottom of the bag. I wish they had put that into the thought of one of the snacks we had in the India box.
Why was
It was,
something really spicy?
Like really chili peppered flavor. I think it was India, was it? No, it was Thailand. Chili pepper flavored seaweed snack. Oh my god. Those are really good. All day long. Those are good.
Like the pepper flavor is on point. Like
Yeah.
it's really good, very flavorful.
Yeah.
Almost in a vegetal kind of way, but like in a good way, not like bad. Like they taste like chili pepper. Like
It's not just the heat, it's
Yeah.
the actual taste of the vegetable.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like those a lot.
Looks like they come in pizza flavor, queso flavor, calabrese picante, cebola e salsa, which is onion and parsley,
Right.
and churrasco, which is pork barbecue.
I would definitely be more than willing to try like a spicier version too.
Oh yeah, these aren't.
They're fairly mild.
They're good though.
Oh.
I would also give those a 4. I just wish they were bigger.
Flavor wise, I'll give them maybe even a little bit ahead of the last one, maybe like a 4 1/4. I really like those. The flavor's on point.
I was gonna go 4.5.
Like really like them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In 2008, Ecuador became the first government to grant constitutional rights to dogs, llamas, nature or space?
Dogs.
The answer is C, nature.
Nature.
We all
Wow.
know by now that the Amazon rainforest has a problem with large corporations drilling, logging, and dumping trash. That's why when the Ecuadorian government rewrote their constitution, they were sure to include a section specifically for environmental protection. The passage gives all nature in the country the legally enforceable rights to exist, flourish, and evolve. Let's hear for going green. Our next snack is candy-coated cookie clusters.
Oh boy.
Creamy candy meets crunchy, chocolatey cookies. Ever notice how some yums are just universal? Case in point, cookies and cream. It's one of those weirdly specific flavors that makes its way all over the world. But all it takes is one bite to see that Colombia's version is a bit different. These little cookie clusters are extra creamy with just the right amount of crunch to make us keep reaching for more. So these are from Colombia.
I dropped one.
They are from the floor.
And they're not kidding. They are like little tiny clusters.
It's no good. I'm taking another one because I want to make sure.
It's like a little buttery. Like
Like, but in a not good way, I think.
yeah. Like are you getting like a butter kind of?
I was gonna say an odd, like almost chemical like thing to them.
Yeah, they taste fake.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, they're fake. But buttery in the sense of maybe like they I don't know, like the fat separated from
Yeah.
them or something from the white chocolate. Not great. Not like I wouldn't eat more.
Yeah.
I might
mean-
give those a 2, I think.
I'll probably eat the rest of the bag, but just
Because
Not
they're
with them
sweet
Because
and they're there.
Sweet.
yeah.
I would probably agree a 2. Yeah.
I was gonna go 2 1/4.
I'm a little disappointed. They like, I mean, cookies and cream, right? What's
Right,
not to
you
like?
think what's not to love, but Colombia, no
No.
bueno. Yogurt flavored plum cake
Well,
from Argentina. Fluffy cake meets tangy yogurt flavor. Next up, Rosario, Argentina's 3rd largest city. This place is home to literally thousands of artists, and it shows from the local contemporary museums to the free-spirited street art. It's also home to La Cumbre factory that makes this super tasty cake. The slight tang of vanilla yogurt flavor with the light and airy texture is a work of art in its own right. And if you ask us, it's a masterpiece. So not only is it vanilla and it looks like a Twinkie, it's yogurt.
It's got a paper wrapper here. And mine kind of broke up a little bit, but it's
It has that.
oh,
You get crumbs on the cup.
yep. I did.
Is he eating it?
Yeah, he's going for the paper.
So the cat likes how it tastes. I think it tastes really processed and chemically. Shaun is getting the crumbs out of the cat's fur. It's better than a Twinkie, but not much, which is not saying much. 2.5.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna go 2 3/4.
Yeah, it's. I'm in line with you, Liz, on that one. 2.5.
Trash. I'm glad there aren't more of those to eat.
Yep. It's just. Yeah, I don't know.
Mike is also watching football, so he's
No, I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think about this one. Like you mentioned the Twinkie, and I was kind of thinking about it. Like, would it have been served better if it had like a cream filled like center of some sort or something like that? I don't know, but you're right. The chemical like part of it, it's kind of
Yeah.
obviously it's
off-putting.
something they use to preserve it and let it stay that moist for that long. But
Yeah.
so when the Peruvian football team qualified for the World Cup in 2017, their fans' raucous excitement caused A, a riot, B, hearing loss, C, disqualification, or D, an earthquake.
An earthquake.
You are correct, sir. Have you ever been so excited that you literally caused an earthquake? No, just Peru. It's true, though. When the Peruvian team scored the winning goal that qualified them for the World Cup, fans in Lima were so revved up that their cheering and jumping caused a 1.0 m tremor to register on the country's earthquake detection systems. The play was so good that the fans weren't the only ones quaking with excitement.
Mm.
Did you watch that game?
No.
I thought maybe you had some
No.
inside knowledge.
Nope, I just guessed.
Our next yum is a coconut rice crispy bar from Colombia. It doesn't matter what time of day it is, cereal is always on the menu. Don't believe us? Just ask the folks over at Cereal Vibes Magic Lounge in Bogota, Colombia. These guys are super serious about cereal, making everything from entrees to cocktails with the sugary breakfast staple. While we don't recommend muddling this yum into your next martini, we definitely agree that it's an upgrade from your standard cereal bar, thanks to tasty Colombian coconuts and a creamy candy coating.
That smells really good.
It does. It tastes really good. It's like a Quaker Oats granola bar, cereal bar,
Yeah.
coconut flavored.
Yeah.
I always
Tasty.
knew those things were not health food. They were covered in chocolate.
Oh yeah. Or if they weren't, they had chocolate chips.
Yeah, they were full of chocolate chips or drizzled in peanut
Yeah.
butter. And it was like, no, it's health food. It's a granola bar. No, that's a candy masquerading as health food.
So after the last couple ones that were a little bit of a letdown,
Kind of going back up.
gone back up. Yeah, these are pretty good.
They're not
These are
the
these are
best.
up there.
I'd probably give them a 3.25.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3.5.
I was gonna go a 4. I like that.
Mm-hmm. That was tasty.
Our next yum is from, again, Colombia. And it is in our yum bag. Passion fruit flavored bubblegum pops. So I think these are going to be like blow pops. Literally the best lollipop you've ever had. Really? I don't like passion fruit. Get hyped. You're about to try Colombia's most popular candy. Meet the Bon Bon Bum lollipop. Bon Bon Bum. Before you start thinking that lollipops aren't special, go ahead and take a taste. We hadn't tried anything like this either. These fruity, gum-filled lollies are so big in Colombia that locals call all lollipops Bon Bon Bum, regardless of the brand. That's how iconic they are. Go ahead and take your time savoring this tropical treat. And while you do, take your time wondering why all lollies aren't this good. Are there 3 of them?
There are.
Wow.
But you know what the problem is? Is take our time. We're doing a show here.
So we
take
will.
an initial taste.
We can have the initial taste.
And then got these for later.
Bright yellow
For the
with the
post show.
fruit black spots. I'm sure they're fake. Because passion fruit seeds, I don't think would come across. Let's see if it's skunky. Passion fruit is skunky. Yep. But it's like an IPA sucker. Would you agree?
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Somebody took a passion fruit IPA and made it into a sucker.
I kind of like it.
It's different. It's not your regular blow pop.
I really like this.
I don't like IPAs. I'm not a super huge fan of passion fruit, but I can respect that it does taste like passion fruit. Riveting entertainment while we all suck on things.
I'm thinking like maybe 4.5 or
Wow.
yeah.
How about you, dear?
I'll go 4 on it. I think the flavors are there.
Mm-hmm. That's the biggest part to me. The flavors are on point.
That's the hard part.
You're not big on the flavors being on point.
I don't. Passion fruit is not. I don't hate passion fruit, but it's down there on my preferences for fruit flavors. That being said, they've captured it very well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give it a 3. And I will
Save those
Endeavor.
back for later.
endeavor to reach the bubblegum center later. And I do wonder, is the gum also passion fruit flavored, or is it
I would
standard
wonder too.
bubblegum? In order to lay claim to Antarctica, the Argentinian government sent a pregnant woman, a puppy, an ambassador, or a village.
A puppy.
Nope, they sent a pregnant woman. We couldn't tell you why anyone would want a piece of the icy continent.
I misheard that. I thought they were sending stuff to the pregnant woman in order to lay claim to Antarctica.
No. In order to lay claim to Antarctica, the Argentinian government sent a pregnant woman, a puppy, an ambassador, or a village. You thought I meant, in order to lay claim to Antarctica, the Argentinian government sent a pregnant woman, a puppy, an ambassador. Pregnant woman doesn't want a puppy. She's already got a baby coming. But it was a pregnant woman. We couldn't tell you why anyone would want a piece of the icy continent, but the Argentinian government was set on officially claiming its northwestern tip. That's where Silvia Morello de Palma came in. Her mission to travel to the Argentine base and be the first woman to ever give birth on the continent. Did it work? Kind of, but not really. Sylvia was indeed the first woman to give birth on Antarctica, but no claims to the region are internationally accepted. So she went all that way for no reward. Our next snack is also from our Yum Bag. Our coffee flavored chews. Colombia's famous coffee in candy form. Tasting all of these awesome snacks.
We had one more sucker.
Ooh. Tasting all of these awesome snacks sure is exhausting, isn't it? That's why we're making another stop in Colombia for some of the best tasting coffee in the world. And that's no exaggeration. Colombia is home to more than 560,000 coffee farms, each one boasting unique flavors from the various types of soil across the country. It's no wonder 90% of the country considers coffee their national beverage, consuming it hot, iced, and in desserts like this. Thank you. So we're going from passion fruit to coffee.
Take a sip of water
Like it's
to
a
try
little
to
jarring.
get the flavor.
These are called Cafe Grimm. Grimm. Super Cafe.
Oh, the coffee flavor though.
They smell like coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Notes of coffee, chocolate, vanilla, cacao nibs. Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee is definitely very present in it.
It's tasty.
It is.
That was a good snack. I like that one.
Yeah, I like it too.
So it's been a good box so far. I mean, we had a few bleh with the
Cookies and cream
and
things.
the yogurt quantity.
Cookies and cream, cookies and cream. I'm a little lad that loves berries and cream, berries and cream.
It's weird. I don't even know what that's from.
We'll show you the commercial in after I'm done.
I know they're weird.
4 1/4.
I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be the same across the board, I think.
I wish coffee would taste like that to me.
Like drinking it,
Yeah.
you'd have to add a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It takes obviously sugar, vanilla syrup, and like cream, like
Yeah.
milk or something. Our next one
Yeah.
is, I believe, savory. So we're going away from sweets. Yep. And this is a fried corn snack from Peru. Popular since the days of the Inca Empire. You're about to taste the seeds of civilization. Back in the 13th century, Peru was part of the Inca Empire, where corn was considered a staple crop. Eating this versatile vegetable helped sustain not only the empire's armies, but also the people who built marvels like Machu Picchu. You may not start building empires after eating these crunchy corn snacks, but you'll definitely build up an appetite for them. When you went to go visit those ruins, were they Inca or Mayan?
Mayan. Yep.
So these are going to be almost like corn nuts, I feel.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Nope. Careful though.
Yes, the bag is very fragile.
Fragile.
They're big corn kernels. Used to smaller.
Actually, they're not at all like corn nuts.
No, they're actually corn kernels, but not as hard. They're more like sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
where you can
In
keep.
some respects, like garbanzo beans in a way.
Because they have the skin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when
Okay.
you get through the corn, the skin, they kind of mush down a bit.
Almost like powdery.
Yeah.
They're good though. I like them. I don't like them as much as the plantains.
No.
Good flavor.
They have a good flavor. It tastes like popcorn.
Just letting us know what he thinks today.
He's singing the songs of his people.
I'm at a quarter with those.
I can see that.
I'm gonna go 3.5.
What's distracting from them? The skin.
It's as you like eat them, like a textural kind of like they get like grainy, kind of like
Powdery.
powdery. Yeah. Like almost like they're difficult to eat in a weird way. Like after when you're chewing them.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to like do a whole handful into your mouth
Right.
without it like getting too dry. I think.
And flavor's all right. They're just kind of like salty, sort of like they're a good like salty sort of snack, in that sense. But like, yeah, it's kind of a textural sort of like.
Mm-hmm. And they're probably not horrible for you, considering it's a corn kernel. It's like they just took the kernel off the corn and like obviously fried it or whatever, dehydrated it and added some salt, but it's not super processed, or it doesn't seem super processed.
Yeah, it's native corn, high oleic, sunflower oil, and salt.
See, no, not many ingredients.
Yeah. Yeah, like I finished eating the ones that I had,
And you feel
and
kind of
there's like pieces like
all on your teeth, yeah.
on my tongue,
Mhm.
all on. Yeah, you'd like need a beverage.
Well, you wouldn't want to talk to somebody afterwards because
Right.
you'd be afraid to spit corn pieces at them.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet they'd be good like as a movie snack
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
or a sporting event snack.
Yeah.
Sure.
When visiting a friend's home in Paraguay, don't expect to blank. Ring the doorbell, be invited inside, knock on the door, or be offered a drink.
Ring the doorbell.
I was gonna say ring the doorbell.
You are half right. A and C,
Oh.
which is ring the doorbell or knock on the door. Let's give a big round of applause to Paraguay. Why? How else will they know to let us inside? Homes in Paraguay don't have doorbells, and knocking on the door is considered rude. But that doesn't mean people don't visit each other. When seeing a friend, simply clap your hands a few times and your host will come to greet you.
I'm gonna do that when I come here.
Just stand outside and clap.
Be like,
Yeah, except it's really warm there, so I doubt that they have like really closed windows and steel doors. I can't imagine that works in an apartment complex when you're 5 stories down going. Next up is from Colombia again. We're back to Colombia. Fruit flavored gummies, chewy gummy candies, and tropical flavors. We've heard of gummy worms, but gummy creatures?
oh.
We tried to figure out what kind of creatures these are, but with over 6,000 different species living in Colombia, it was hard to pin down. There's no mistaking those tropical fruit flavors. Of the 400 native fruits found in the country, these give us a small taste. So take a handful of these unidentifiable creatures and enjoy the familiar flavors of cherry, pineapple, and strawberry, except if you're Shaun. What a discovery. So I'm hard pressed to find how cherry and strawberry are tropical flavors.
Yeah.
So there's orange strawberry, cherry pineapple, and cherry strawberry in here. So you get
So Shaun can have one.
Yeah.
yes.
He can have the,
Cherry pineapple.
and I can have the cherry strawberry and the cherry pineapple.
When it said like creatures, I almost thought of like I forget what they are. There's like I think these Harry Potter things
Oh,
that
the
are
gummy roaches, cockroaches.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
and it took me so long because it like had like the look of and like
The hairs
the
and everything.
texture. Yeah,
I don't know what flavors these are.
I mean, how much is there
Really?
real fruit in?
I think the green is pineapple.
So orange, strawberry, sugar, corn syrup, water,
That tastes like.
gelatin,
I'll wait till Shaun eats his.
artificial flavors, natural color, turmeric. Yeah, I mean, even one is probably.
If you eat one of the green and blue ones, they're pineapple cherry.
Honest to God, I think like. Oh,
And I'm
the green and blue is
Yeah,
the
pineapple cherry. I need to try one of the strawberry ones to see if it tastes the same way. It tastes like cough syrup.
Yeah, there was like a weird like
Medicinal.
medicinal. Like, I was almost gonna say like a not like a mint, but like a weird like that might be it, like medicinal kind of flavor.
The cherry ones. Here's a orange. Any ones that have a cherry flavor taste like cherry NyQuil.
Yeah,
I am to the point. Because pineapple gummies, pineapple flavored gummy bears, is one of my favorites.
yeah.
Those are a 1.
You guys were talking about the Ludens earlier.
Yep.
They
Like a
kind of
cough
the cherry
drop.
kind of tastes like a cough drop, like a cherry cough drop.
Yeah.
You said a 1?
Yeah.
I don't mind them. I'm gonna go like 2.5.
You know, like.
I'll probably go like maybe like a 1 3/4.
Had to get the corn kernels and the gross medical cough drop flavor.
Because I think I gave something else a 2 that I liked more than those. So I'm like, okay.
Okay, our next one. A lot of sweets in this one. I'm not complaining. This is an observation. We are going back to Colombia. Lemon flavored cookies.
You skipped this.
Oh, intentional. Argentina, white chocolate covered peanuts. Salty peanuts coated in rich white chocolate. Every hero has their own story. For Super, the company behind Colombia's famous Bianchi brand, the story starts in 1948. Back then, the company was an 8-person team making coconut candies under the name Superman. Fast forward 74 years, and now they're employing over 1,600 people and making everything from cookies to caramel to these addictively delicious peanut candies. They're definitely our kryptonite. I'm hesitant, leery, because it is the same company that made the cookies and cream clusters.
Oh.
And it is another white chocolate. So if it has that buttery, fat separated from the solid taste, I'm worried. And that might have just been, due to travel and how long
Sure.
they've been packaged. Nope. Doesn't even taste like peanuts.
They do. To me.
That white chocolate though overpowers it.
You know,
Mhm.
I don't think they're as bad as the cookies and cream ones.
No.
But they're not great.
Like,
Um,
And they're not terrible. They're not great.
they're about a 2.5 for me.
Yeah, I would agree.
yeah. I would agree with that.
Slightly less than Midway.
Like, not as, like, that buttery
Yeah.
kind of thing, but, like, all right.
When eating at a restaurant in Uruguay,
One more.
don't expect to find A, wine, B, napkins, C, salt, or D, water.
Water.
What were the selections again?
Wine, napkins, salt, or water. When you're dining at a restaurant in Uruguay, what don't you expect to find? Or what shouldn't you expect to find?
I'm gonna say water.
The answer is salt.
Salt.
And we're not just talking about salt shakers. Don't expect to find condiments like ketchup or mayonnaise either. When the Uruguayan government found that over 30% of its citizens suffer from hypertension, they struck at the source. Salt and salt-heavy products. If you really need that squirt of ketchup on fries, though, you can still ask the restaurant staff for some, although while you're eating excuse me, fries in Uruguay, you just won't find it on the tables. So the government basically said, too many of our people are sick. Let's do something about it. I wonder what that's like.
Yeah.
Like, let's actively do something about it, not let's throw money at a task force. Little soapbox. Next is now the lemon lemon flavored cookies from Colombia. Citrusy rich cookies from Colombia. Colombia is home to some crazy cool fruits. There's pink spiky dragon fruit, purple wrinkly galupa, and of course lemons. They're home to lemons. Lemons kind of grow elsewhere. You might have a difficult time finding the yellow citrus fruit though, because in Colombia lemons are green. And lemons aren't the only things going green in this country. The company Colombina believes in sustainability through green practices and aims to achieve 75% waste reduction by 2023. If that isn't cool enough on its own, the cookies are also ridiculously delicious. Talk about a win-win. But all right, thanks.
Always with us when we're doing these episodes.
I sneezed. It's hot. My nose ran.
This is Liz's snot blowing break of running Snackrifice.
Yeah.
No, I
No,
thought you want me to wipe my nose on your sleeve. Will you get one out for me so I don't reach my now snotty into a bag of cookies?
These remind me, you know, those like shortbread that are like in the, I think the tin,
sewing kit?
the white wrappers and like just the shapes on them.
Mm-hmm. Oh god.
Yeah, there's something very like nostalgic about like the shapes and like I think the texture and everything.
Yeah, they're a butter
is-
cookie.
Yeah,
You know what those would be good with?
a cup
A
of
cup of
tea.
tea. I actually mean that.
There really would be. Yeah.
I think I really like these because of that nostalgic factor. They're good. They're good.
They
But
have a good
classic.
lemony
They're-
flavor. They're classic. Yeah, that's right. They're classic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
They're
I
a
enjoy
tasty butter
these.
cookie. Like if we were gonna have like or if I was gonna have all of the ladies over for tea or something, I would put those on my plate.
Sure. That's
That's
it, I
it?
think.
That
for
was
that.
it. Wow. I'm surprised.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of
Blew through
skedaddled
that.
through that one.
Well, what would you give those lemon cookies? What was your ranking for those?
I'd give those a good 4 1/4.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree to that. 4 1/4.
We'll do that right across the board. All right. So since that's the end of the box,
How did we do? What was our favorite?
all right. Shaun, your favorite was the passion fruit sucker.
That
Yes.
he is now revisiting.
4.5. You gave that. Miss Elizabeth,
Mm-hmm.
your favorite were the coffee chew and the lemon cookies that we just had. The Columbina lemon cookies.
That tracks.
Yeah.
And you?
My favorite were actually the these pepper corn snack things.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those must have been a close second.
Yeah, Shaun, you had a number of things ranked at 4 1/4. These pepper corn snacks,
Mm-hmm.
the
Lemon cookies.
the coffee chew, and the lemon cookies.
Yeah.
Liz, you ranked the corn snacks and then the plantain chips at a 4. Those were your next ones. My 4 1/4 were also the coffee chews and the lemon cookies. So we're kind of similar in many regards.
Except Shaun was the one who jumped this one up to the front for everybody.
Your guys' least favorite, running away, were the fruity gummy things.
Yeah.
Liz, you were also not happy with the cookies and cream clusters. If I can reach them. And same with Shaun. And then mine, yeah, that was my least favorite one, were the cookies and cream clusters. And then the plum cake and the plum cake, the chocolate or the white chocolate covered peanuts, and the fruity gummies were not too far from that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all in all, another solid box from Universal Yums, as we expect.
Nothing was awful.
No,
Nothing was, I'm going to spit it out. Even though I'm not a fan of passion fruit, I'm trying to get to the candy, the bubblegum center.
Same.
yeah. So another fun box, a couple of boxes actually. I feel we have one more Sakurico left. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for our plethora of snacks from H Mart and from Canadian Loblaws, Shaun, and Canadian Walmart.
Yeah.
We had a fun time. Oh, and the duty free shop as well, because I just couldn't resist.
You bought from the duty free.
Yeah, I couldn't resist myself.
So one of the comments I'd like to make is that the reason for the Canada box, obviously we are close to Canada geographically and in our hearts. We enjoy the company of Canadian people. We have friends who are Canadian, and in our experience, one of the delights of Canadian snacks, particularly, is their chocolate, because they make what I would consider American brands using non-American chocolate. American chocolate has that sour milk flavor that everybody has kind of talked about, like that's in Hershey's. They use Swiss chocolate or European chocolate from Nestle. So it's creamier. So, take your Kit Kat and elevate it. Take your Snickers bar and elevate it. It doesn't have that sickening flavor to the chocolate. So I'm looking forward to tasting a lot of those snacks, and then a lot of the flavors that we don't have here. You know?
Yeah, I definitely picked out a lot of fun candy bars and stuff for us to try. and I look forward to giving those a try on future episodes. Which we've got so many things to try out, and then not to mention October 1st, our pickle panel, our pickle mafia. We're gonna have a good time with that. I feel. Stay tuned for that. Check out all of our socials as we explore more and more things. I should have posted a picture up yesterday. We went to a Amish market, which we got more pickled items from there, and we had these fry pies, as they call them, which were like homemade hostess pies. Which Liz, you had a strawberry rhubarb one.
Yep, it had basically almost like a cheesecake filling with a layer of fresh strawberry rhubarb, like pie filling.
And I had a Boston cream, which was delicious.
His was a little too sweet for me, but mine had a nice cheesecake tang. Again, with a too sweet.
I contemplated Shaun's all-time favorite from that store, which is the Nutella.
Oh God.
Yeah. But I decided I wanted to branch out and try a different flavor. Don't worry, next time we go, we'll try some other flavors.
Yeah, they had
a pumpkin one.
They had pumpkin pie. They had grape.
Yeah.
I always worry about grape though, because if it's not like the maple grape pie,
then
it's not really grape.
I'm guessing that's probably what they went with.
That would be really good.
Yeah.
So I think if we went back, obviously we have to go back because one of the other takeaways that I enjoyed that I got some pretzels from there that taste just like Auntie Annie's pretzels from the mall, only hard.
Yeah.
So really stinking good.
Yeah, they did seasoned ones too.
Those are some taco ones.
Yeah, taco ones. So yeah, those were really good.
So yeah, yay to the Amish market. That's fun, and we'll probably be doing that again this fall.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. Check out all of our socials, and we appreciate you joining in with us. And it's Shaun, thanks for joining us as always.
Oh, sure.
And it's been real.
It's been fun.
It's been real fun. See you all next time.